I was talking to my 14-year-old son a couple of days ago. My son has an elective subject in school. He's just still freshman, but they have an elective subject, an introduction to science and engineering. And this week, they were asked to make rocket made from a bottle, plastic bottle. So I call it bottle rocket. He said that all student bottle rockets need to be launched in school. And if it fails to launch, then they will have to write 5 paragraphs about rockets. He said, "Mom, it should be a perfect rocket. It should not fail to launch." I see very many people stuck at something because they think they need to figure out and know everything that they need to do before they want to start something. Well, we live in a perfect world that often glorifies perfection. But the truth is that perfection is an illusion. We are awarded the highest honors when we are top performing in class. Perfection holds us back from taking the risk, trying new things, and embracing growth and believing in ourselves. But let me tell you about progress. It's about embracing imperfections and seeing them as an opportunities for growth and improvement. So did you know what I told my son about his rocket project? Is it more important to you that you have a perfect rocket made by somebody? Or you could be happier with having a rocket that you can be proud of because you built it. Let's not forget that there is this importance of self-compassion when you're pursuing progress over perfection. Realizing that it's a long journey that you're taking, and you need to be self-compassionate. It's crucial to be kind to yourself and acknowledge that you are doing the best you can in each moment. Knowing that fail, F-A-I-L, fail just simply means first attempt in learning. So how can we cultivate a mindset of progress over perfection in our daily lives, you might ask? We need a community. Progress is not a solo journey, my friends. Remember, dear lifestyle changers, that progress is beautiful and transformative process. So embrace it, celebrate it, and watch it propel you forward. A life of fulfillment and growth and health. Hey, lifestyle changers! What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Edelita, and welcome to my Sunday Drive. I started this weekly Sunday Live 6 months ago. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. I remember it was not a perfect situation when I started this, but I felt it was the right time. Now look how far we have gone together. How did your week go, guys? Did you have some small wins or maybe big wins that you experienced? If you have made some changes in your diet or lifestyle, let us know. Feel free to share. What we have here is a community of progress, not perfect people. This is the Lifestyle Changers MD group, but this is not about me. This is about you. This is about each and every one of us supporting one another in our health and wellness journey. We're not just also a community here. This is a family. This is a family that I hope we can build a culture of progress. And I think that we should adopt a mindset of, cannot wait to share my struggles, cannot wait to share my success. Because when you share a piece of your success, you might think, it's nothing. Everybody does it. Everybody gets it. But then you don't know that what you share, that little piece of success, is actually what another person needs to solve for his problem. And when you have struggles, share it too, because you don't know that the next person putting a comment on your post is the person who have succeeded in that same problem. I welcome you all in this group. Today I am going to talk about the two P's. Letter P. And I'm not talking or referring about the two P's, the bathing suit. Although I think, depending on how you see it, but the topic today is kind of sexy too. I need to tell you about these two P's because these two strong forces can make or break your health goals. Yes, they do. The two P's I am referring or talking about are progress and perfection. Progress and perfection. Let's explore the power of embracing progress and letting go of the pursuit of perfection. So let me tell you about what happened this week. I was talking to my 14-year-old son a couple of days ago. As a mom, I'm always this kind of mom who's in a lookout for opportunities, for moments where I can inject life lessons that I also have learned along the way. I think that the sooner I tell them about it, the better they will be adaptable to life. So my son has an elective subject in school. He's just still freshman, but they have an elective subject, and his is Introduction to Science and Engineering. And their teacher would make them do some stuff, create, invent something. It's already known, but at high school level. And one time they were asked to build a marble maze toy. And this week, they were asked to make a rocket made from a plastic bottle. So I call it bottle rocket. He said that all students' bottle rockets need to be launched in school. And then their teacher will grade their rocket. And if it fails to launch, fails to fly, then they will have to write 5 paragraphs about rockets. He does not want to write. So he's very adamant. He said, I would rather find all the means to make my rocket fly than write 5 paragraphs. And then he added, kind of put pressure on me. He said, Mom, it should be a perfect rocket. It should not fail to launch. And for the moment, kind of like thinking at the back of my head, silently, my mind was saying like, does this kid know that I'm a doctor and I'm not an engineer? It is demanding a perfect rocket. So why am I talking about this? I see very many people stuck at something because they think they need to figure out and know everything that they need to do before they want to start something. They want a perfect plan laid out for them before they take action. Not only that, they want a plan guaranteed to surely work. A perfect plan that will never fail. Is there such a thing like that? Well, we live in a perfect world. At least that's what's painted to us. That often glorifies perfection. We're bombarded with images of flawless individuals, achievements, and perfect lives, beautiful lives, especially with the social media nowadays. But the truth is that perfection is an illusion. And it's an unattainable standard that we can leave ourselves feeling inadequate so that we get stuck with what? We get stuck with inaction. It's impossible to reach that. I'd rather not do anything. It's just a waste of my time. So the idea of perfection has been ingrained in our minds at a very young age, and in my opinion, very heavily in school too. We are awarded the highest honors when we are top performing in class. Parents almost bribe their kids or reward them with great or big gifts when they do very well in school. Though perfection sounds sexy and glamorous, I think that perfection most of the time can be paralyzing. When my son used the word perfect rocket, I could see in his eyes how worried he was. He did not know how to make a perfect rocket because if he knew, he would not have come to me for help. Perfection holds us back from taking the risk, trying new things, and embracing growth and believing in ourselves. But let me tell you about progress. The other thing, progress. Progress is all about moving forward, step by step, and learning along the way. Progress is all about acknowledging that we are all in a work in progress, including myself. It's all about celebrating the small wins, the lessons you learn along the way, and the growth we experience along the journey. It's about embracing imperfections and seeing them as an opportunities for growth and improvement. You know what's the sexiest thing about progress? Tell you what, progress allows you to focus on the process rather than on the end result. When you focus on progress, you enjoy the process along the way, and it takes away the fear of failure. How? When you focus on progress or process, all of a sudden it's just really all about setting realistic goals, taking consistent action, little by little, and learning along the way. It's about understanding that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So did you know what I told my son about his rocket project? Sensing that he's fixated on this idea of a perfect rocket, that it should not fail, overwhelmed him. It was overwhelming for him. What I did and tried to do was I snapped him out of that fog. I looked at him in the eye and asked, tell me honestly, is it more important to you that you have a perfect rocket made by somebody, or you could be happier with having a rocket that you can be proud of because you built it? If you insist that you need a perfect rocket, then we need to hire somebody. Then he replied, well, I want to make it myself, and it does not have to be perfect. So he emptied the soda bottle, the 2-liter soda bottle, and started forming his rocket. And he's all smiles. I told him, don't be too hard on yourself. It's just a rocket. Let's not forget that there is this importance of self-compassion when you're pursuing progress over perfection. Realizing that it's a long journey that you're taking, and you need to be self-compassionate. It's crucial to be kind to yourself and acknowledge that you are doing the best you can in each moment. Progress is not about beating yourselves up for not achieving your goal or being perfect. It's about embracing our humanity and giving ourselves permission to learn and grow and fail over and over again, knowing that fail, F-A-I-L, fail just simply means first attempt in learning. Self-compassion allows us to learn to let go of our fear of failure and judgment. It gives us the courage to take the risk, take new things in a different perspective, or old things in a different perspective, and step out of our comfort zones. It's through the process of self-compassion that we discover our true potential and unlock new possibilities. So how can we cultivate a mindset of progress over perfection in our daily lives, you might ask? One way is to reframe our perspective. Instead of focusing on what went wrong and what could go wrong, what we haven't achieved, let's focus on what we have accomplished and lessons that we've learned. Let's focus on what we have failed on, taking that as an opportunity to learn new things. Let's celebrate our progress no matter how small it may seem. Just like tapping your shoulder for not giving in to Coca-Cola, right? Not giving in to your Coca-Cola, 12-ounce Coca-Cola, because you know that 12-ounce Coca-Cola is 39 grams of sugar. And if you don't know how much that is, divide it by 4. That's your number of teaspoons of sugar. Do you really put that much sugar in your house drinks? And you can do the same thing with other volumes of available volumes of Coca-Cola. But that is just an example, you know. Tap your shoulder every time you make some small wins. Because we should have a culture of progress. And once you experience this joy of succeeding in small battles, you'll realize that you're hungry and thirsty for more little wins. That's how we build habits. Now, another way to cultivate a mindset of progress over perfection in our daily lives, another powerful tool, is setting realistic and achievable goals. By breaking down your larger goals into smaller ones, manageable steps, however that look like for you, we create a roadmap for success. Each step forward brings us closer to our desired outcome. And let's not forget that the importance of surrounding ourselves in a supportive community. Just like this. Connecting with like-minded people who understand the value of progress can provide you with encouragement, can provide you with inspiration along the way, and self-accountability. We need a community. Progress is not a solo journey, my friends. I didn't do it by myself. And as in my journey, I'm still journeying with everyone else with the same mindset. Together, we can uplift and empower each other to embrace progress and let go of the need of perfection, because perfection can be paralyzing. Remember, dear lifestyle changers, that progress is beautiful and transformative process. So embrace it, celebrate it, and watch it propel you forward. A life of fulfillment and growth and health, satisfaction. We find freedom in embracing a progressive mindset. So let go of the perfection mindset. Another thing about progress, my friends, is that it acknowledges that life is dynamic. It's not static. You're not stuck if you keep moving forward in the right direction, no matter how small the steps you're taking. And again, it goes back to the fact that what we want to achieve in our health is a work in progress. And the best time to start is now. That's all I have for you for this Sunday morning. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll make it a Sunday routine to join me live here in the Lifestyle Changers MD. It's every Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific time or 11 a.m. Eastern time. And to my kababayans in the Philippines, it's Sunday, 11 p.m. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week.